So I've been cheating for a while now, and anyone that's been cheating for any length of time has probably crossed paths with someone, more often than not in a matchmaking game or a deathmatch, asking them why they cheat in CSGO amidst spurging out once or twice or 17 fucking thousand times. So because I'm one of life's givers, today I decided to make a video explaining why people cheat in CSGO. Mind you, this is from the perspective of a man, woman, thing who has been cheating since 2016, late 2016 for that matter, and has gone from the most legit of hacking to the most absolute fucking batshit insane rage hacking. And by batshit insane, I mean while everyone's throwing nades like this is fucking Iran or Afghanistan or some shit, I'm the idiot bunny hopping in circles and then trying to Zeus people. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's get into the reasons. Getting the generic stuff out of the way, first we're going to talk about the anti-cheat. While there are still some people who think they can just inject anything and that means that they're going to get banned instantly pretty much, most people who have been playing CSGO for over 16 seconds will probably be able to tell you that Valve's anti-cheat is not great. For the longest time, all you had to do to make your cheat, or rather your paste, undetected, was to simply change the signature a little bit and make sure that your angles were properly clamped in matchmaking servers. Now, of course, you need to change your hooks a little bit and still, you know, change the signature a little bit. You can pack it with VMP or some stupid shit like that if you feel like it to, you know, stay safe. But if you manage to find yourself online, which is quite easy by the way, some source with the proper undetected hooks, all you have to do is pack it with VMP, change the signature a little bit, and there you go, you're off. You got an undetected cheat. Congratulations. If you don't feel like doing that, you can always pay some rather cheap prices for, you know, a cheat that can get you to play in matchmaking and remain undetected, at least for a very long while. Most cheat providers only get detected like once a year, if that, and it's not even the entire user base that gets banned. It's usually just a small fraction. So unless you're one of those idiots that's picking up something like Easy Frags or some other free detected cheat that's been out for fucking ages and then using it on a main account, you're probably gonna be fine. When the anti-cheat is so shit, who cares about the trust factor if you just want to try out cheating a little bit? They can take their so-called VACnet and shove it up their ass because nobody really cares. CSGO's player base has been dropping for a while now, but when your average cheater mentions a dying game, very rarely are they actually referring to the player count, and they're actually referring to the fact that the game really hasn't changed much. The comment itself usually comes from people who played CSGO both cheating and non-cheating for a very long time, and when you've played a game so endlessly on both sides of the spectrum, it does get incredibly tedious. So people usually go to cheating for an alternative experience. I mean, your average legit doesn't know the tension in a proper 5v5 game or some shit like that. And with cheats, the game feels so unbelievably different, and you can use whatever skins you want. The repetitive, dull feeling of the game changes somewhat, and it feels like the game is now different, and with the game now feeling different due to whatever, let's say the ESP, the skin changer, the lasers, the night mode, the bunny hopping, whatever you want to say, it gives back a little of the interest that these players lost so long ago, considering they've probably played CSGO for hundreds if not thousands of hours, myself counting at 3,000. That is before I started cheating almost every day. And I know some genius is gonna come over and tell me, oh, but they changed the gloves, and oh, the new sounds, and the new models. Like, yeah, bitch, but the core game hasn't changed anything. You either get some dumbass, salty fucking teammate, or you get some randoms who are barely able to aim, or listen, or do anything properly. If you can't get queued with a bunch of friends, then your average CSGO matchmaking can be absolutely fucking depressing. And the thing is, even if you're one of those people who goes with their friends almost every day and just has fun, that only lasts for so long, and there comes a time where you're just like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care anymore. Regardless of skill, regardless if you're interested in cheating long term or not, or even whatever fucking reason you want to cheat, every single fucking one of you from here that is watching this video that isn't a cheater has at some point wondered, oh, what is it like to cheat? What does it look like for people? I mean, fuck, in matchmaking every time I toggle an anti-aim, one of the first questions people make is usually something in relation to how I can see and stuff like that. It's very rare to find someone that hasn't actually wondered what cheats look like or how they feel like or some shit like that. So now that CSGO's free, there's really nothing stopping you from getting a free account and then downloading whatever free cheat you fucking feel like. For like fucking unknown cheats or pasters or whatever. Or even fucking easy frags. Just to satisfy that curiosity and maybe even do it a couple times as a joke, you know, just for fun. Contrary to what some people will tell you, once you start, it actually gets quite addicting. So it's not like these people are doing it because they have to, or because they, you know, want to pretend that they're great. It's just that it's funny to shoot people through smokes from time to time and to just see the annoying-ass reactions. Plus, it makes the game feel somewhat different on occasion, so... Considering it's free, and there's essentially no punishment for, you know, getting 1 or 2 free accounts and then just cheating for a little bit, you could chalk this reason down to the curiosity of the uninformed. Yep, you knew this one was getting included here. Well, the idea that people cheat because they can't play the game is vastly, and I do mean vastly, exaggerated. There's no denying that there's always going to be a few people who refuse to learn the game and shit like that and will just cheat to make themselves feel great. I feel the need to point out, from experience, these people aren't as predominant as you may believe. When your average legit suspects someone of cheating, they instantly default to, oh, that person must be bad, so they need cheats. But after having met a shitload of people, and actually having experienced it myself, this is not really always the case. If anything, I find out that these people cheat more due to the frustration of Smurfs and low trust factor, the latter of which causes them to essentially be stuck in a hellhole with people who go AFK, who grief, who never listen to the team, are toxic, or Smurfs, are essentially a nuisance to everyone around them. I mean, fuck, ask your average cheater why they started cheating and the answer is always going to be one of 3 things. 1, for fun. 2, I wanted to see what it felt like. And 3, of course, I was sick of Smurfs and griefers and some cheaters. To close this off before I give my personal experience on why I became a cheater, we have, of course, recapping on something I said previously, the different experience. Fact of the matter is, depending on what cheat you're using, the game feels entirely different. I mean, some people are just too used to, for example, having night mode, having bullet tracers, having bullet sounds, impact sounds for that matter, being able to have whatever skin in the game that they want instead of having to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to Gaben to open some shitty fucking cases, or buying them on the market or G2A or some stupid shit. Whether you're in there for aimbots, something visual, or the skins, which I guess can also be considered something visual, or what other fucking feature you are thinking of, they make the game feel massively different from the usual. And cheating for a while, then going back to playing fully legit just feels completely different. And you get the feeling in the back of your head that something's missing, it needs something else. For the people that are bored with CSGO and are bored of playing the same old shit and just want to experience something slightly different while still playing the game, getting cheats and basically reworking how you feel and how you play the game, and even letting yourself feel the tension of maybe not getting caught by Overwatch or beating that one very intense hack versus hack game, or whatever it is that you're into, it makes the game feel entirely revitalized. And no, I'm not talking about community servers. The community servers are a completely different story, and they don't really make the game feel revitalized. They just feel like mods, which, in fairness, that's exactly what they are. And that's just not the same, and even those can be made to feel different. So the people that are getting tired of CSGO, the people that have seen CSGO, the people that have played it for ages and have gotten to the high ranks, such as myself, I personally stayed in the Eagle ranks, mostly because I almost always solo queued and I refused to be a super tryhard, but that doesn't really matter. It just makes the game feel completely revitalized, and it really does show. Personally, I was once getting really fed up with normal CSGO. Not that I was yet tired of it, although I was incredibly bored of, you know, the usual Dust 2, Mirage only people. I just wasn't enjoying the game that much, and due to at the time, just finding mostly Smurfs, griefers, or horrendous teammates most of the time, even while queuing with 1, 2, or sometimes 3 friends, we would rarely have great games. The games would very rarely be memorable. Even games where we'd won, I'd be sitting there yawning or getting fucking distracted. And the couple of times where I actually did try and put my heart and soul into it and actually care about the game and try hard, It seemed that every other time there was some dipshit fucking Smurf, and yes, I can tell the difference between a Smurf and the cheater. I'm not retarded. I just sought out a way to counter the Smurfs, and to compensate for the dumb as fuck teammates that I'd have who'd sit there griefing or not doing anything or whatever, who would make me lose the rank that I'd worked so hard for. And keep in mind, this was at a time where you could win 7 times and not rank up, but lose once or twice and then rank down instantly. I did mention earlier that I've been cheating since late 2016, but that, I mean full cheating, you know, full proper P2C, rage hacking, stuff like that. I did have a semi-private external for a while, and I basically found myself using it more and more and more because I just couldn't stand to lose the rank due to some other fault that wasn't of my own. So fucking annoying to lose your rank or waste time because some Russian dipshit doesn't know how to press W or mouse 1 on the keyboard. Or mouse, you know, because mouse 1 isn't on the keyboard. And it came to a point where I found myself using it so often that I just decided that I should stop and play on third-party services for a while. And when it came to non-Faceit or ESCA-like systems, I decided I'd get some proper paid cheat and try out and see what hack versus hack really was like. So I hope you now understand why people cheat in CSGO. I tried to summarize the most common points and give an opinion on them. Leave your opinion down in the description below. Are you a cheater? Are you a not cheater? If you aren't, what do you think? Or what do you say about it? Did I change your mind on anything? Did I reveal anything that you didn't know? And leave your stories on what got you to start cheating if you are indeed a cheater in the comments. I'd be interested to read it. Thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for rating, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.